Welcome back to MJL 3764 collecting Elvis on vinyl. Today I thought we'd take a look at another movie soundtrack album. So let's pick one, and let's pick Girls, Girls, Girls. Girls, Girls, Girls was released in the UK in 1963 and reached number 2 on the LP chart. There's also a single issued from this album, Return to Sender, backed with Where Do You Come From, which reached number 1 in the UK singles chart. The cover is again one of the 60s sort of two-tone covers. Picture of Elvis on one side, colourful writing on the other side. Features 13 great songs. As most fans know, 2 of those songs were cut from the final print of the film, Where Do You Come From and I Don't Want To. If you watch the movie, you'll see Where Do You Come From was supposed to be. It's quite obvious. And I Don't Want To, as most fans know, if you've got the DVD, if you watch the trailer, the original trailer for the film, you'll see that I Don't Want To was actually filmed, as was probably Where Do You Come From. So hopefully they'll turn up one day, along with 2 other songs which were cut from the movie, Mama and Plantation Rock. But all in all, to me, a very good soundtrack. It is a fan favourite. And a very good DVD also. That's a DVD. Looking like that. One's for about 106 minutes, I think. Something like that. And a very enjoyable watch. Now let's take a look at some of the copies of the album. First copy up is the original mono 1963 UK version. Features a front laminated cover. And the back cover's in the matte. Which is a shame really, as we all know they get very grubby. That's the back side. A couple of pictures from the movie. And the stars, obviously Stella Stevens is in this film, and Jeremy Slate, who was in a previous Elvis film, GI Blues, along with another actor that was in this film who played the drunk. He's also in GI Blues and Roustabout, I believe. It looks like that. It's on the small silver spot. Looking like that. Got 2 mono copies of this at the moment. Still looking for a living stereo version. So that's on my list. There's another mono copy. Issued again in the early 70s on the small orange label and the normal orange label. And then the next copy that I have is the 77 reissue. For some reason I've ended up with 3 of these. It's all on the orange, this one. Got a slightly different back cover, and the front cover is now matte. As you can see on the bottom there, it's got ads for 4 other latter Elvis albums. As you can tell, this is a 1977 repress. And it's on the orange. As you can tell there, the little white border is now missing. Also the RCA logo there. Slightly different. Got 3 copies of this one. This one has a sticker on it which boasts RCA International. And it's got the RCA International green catalogue number, which I'll show you in a minute. But when I got it home, it was actually on the orange. Here's the 1981 green international copy now. It's RCA International. It's on the right hand side. It's on the green label. And the back cover looks like that. Still featuring the ads for Moody Blue, In Demand, Welcome to My World and Hits of the 70s. Issued again in 1984 on the new German black. It has the RCA International on the left hand side. And the back cover's slightly different. It's got the barcode, the cat number, and you've now got 4 different albums on the bottom advertised. They've now gone for the movies albums, being Girls, Girls, Girls being a movie soundtrack. Maybe they thought it made more sense. We've now got Lovin' You, King Creole, GI Blues and Blue Hawaii. So that's a slightly different cover from the previous issue. These are now on glossy, both sides. All of these 3 albums now. So my favourites with the glossy covers. And that's on the new German black label. 1986 was issued again. Now it's a Camden album with the Camden number there on the top. Again, it's in a glossy cover. Slightly different on the back now. And as you can see, if you look at the track listings, it's now altered. Whereas side 1 used to end with Earth Boy, that now starts off side 2. So they've changed the running order slightly. There's the earlier copy. So you can see Earth Boy ends side 1. Side 2 starts off with Return to Sender on this one. Side 1 ends with Boy Like Me, Girl Like You. And side 2 starts with Earth Boy. Bit weird when you first turn that record over and play it, as you're so used to hearing Return to Sender start off side 2. And it's on the Camden label. There was a rumour going around this time, about 86, that they were going to issue all the Elvis soundtracks on the Camden label, but that never materialised. Back to a matte cover now for a latter US release. This one does feature the 4 movie soundtrack ads at the bottom. And it's on the black RCA Victor label, circa late 70s, early 80s. Back to a nice glossy cover now. This is a Japanese release. Living stereo. They come with an insert which has seen better days. Got a lot of spotting on it. On the black Victor label. And the back cover looks like that. And here we have a latter copy. This is on cardboard, thick cardboard. This is on Wax Time Records. This features a couple of extra tracks. Got an alternative back cover. And the label looks like that. With the bonus tracks, it's nice to have bonus tracks. What they've done here, they've put Just Tell Her Jim Said Hello and Good Luck Charm as 2 bonus tracks, but they've sandwiched Just Tell Her Jim Said Hello halfway through the soundtrack, and Good Luck Charms at the end. So to me, if you're going to put bonus tracks on there, put them at the end, because fans like me have been listening to this album for so many years. We're just used to hearing in the order that we're used to hearing them. So to put bonus tracks in the middle or at the beginning, to me, I just don't like it. I prefer them, if they're going to put bonus tracks, just tag them on at the end. And maybe it would have been better to have put Plantation Rock and Mama on here rather than Good Luck Charm and Just Tell Her Jim Said Hello. But Maybe that's just me. Favourite tracks on this album? Well, I'd have to go for the title track. Really like that one. Great saxophone, love it. Obviously Return to Sender. I Don't Want to Be Tired I like. Because of Love I like. Thanks to the Rolling Sea I like. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack album. I may have changed Song of the Shrimp and I would have loved to have seen Plantation Rock on here instead. As I say, it is a fan favourite, even though it does sort of feature what we would call movie songs like Earth Boy, Thanks to the Rolling Sea, Song of the Shrimp, The Wolves Have Ears, We're Coming In Loaded. But a lot of fans that generally criticise the Elvis soundtrack LPs actually like this one. But as you know me, I like all the movie soundtrack albums. They've all got a certain charm to them somehow for me. This Wax Time record came out in 2005, by the way. Now let's quick look at the CDs before we go on to the single. This came out in around 1993, the double features with Kid Galahad. It featured a few extra tracks tagged on to the end, but a very disappointing Mama at about 58 seconds. What I was looking for was the Let's Be Friends version, which turned up later on the FTD. This is the FTD CD. This featured a lot more alternative takes. It was a very, very welcome release at the time. There's a track listing, and of course, lovely booklet. Everything you'd expect from FTD. Of course, it is in the 60th anniversary box set as well. Looking like that, with the little insert, which was really nice to have. And of course, it's on the movie soundtracks box set, looking like that in the card sleeve. Let's take a look at the single, Return to Sender. A few copies of the #1 single, Return to Sender. They all have slight differences. First one's the 1962 pressing, the RCA silver spot. Take a look to the left hand side, you'll see Man of Music is on one line, as is that copy there. And the next copy, it's spread over two lines. Another copy of that one there. Later on it was issued on the small silver spot. I'm pretty sure this was the first single to be issued with this new label rather than the large silver spot. If you take again, look at the Man of Music, it's on one line. Here we have another copy on the small silver spot, and Man of Music is on two lines. So there's four variant singles there, all with slight differences. There's a dink copy there for the jukebox. Here's a Japanese copy. A little insert with it. It's on the Black Victor label. Same B-side, Where Do You Come From? And of course it was issued in this box set in '77 with a picture cover in the UK. Same picture both sides. And it's now on the orange. And that's the box it was from. So until the next time, just remember, while there's music, life's no waste.